Music Guy is also asking, do you think humanity will ever have the ability to see, not visit, so you mean see metaphorically, see the past and find truth about religion and other important issues? This is extremely broad. I if by see you mean like realize that religions are just stories we tell ourselves to help us get through a lifetime, maybe we can reach like a majority tipping point. I honestly don't think I don't think it's possible for all of us to leave it behind. Maybe eventually.
I don't think that's what he means. I think I know what he means. Music Guy, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I have thought about this for so long, and it has been messing with my mind. Okay, let me tell you. What?
Like be able to like look at the past through a looking glass of like what actually occurred during that time. So we can't interfere with the past, but we can be like a fly on the wall, like observer that can't interact, that would then be able to see like what actually happened, like with major conspiracies.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I thought like to myself that we don't know. I mean, if enough time passes, because at certain point you should, in theory, well, not even in theory, but everything that happens in the future, if you analyze how it got here, like you should be able to do a mathematical calculation. There is a mathematical calculation out there that maybe human beings would never be able to do, that should be able to backtrack how every single particles got to the place where it is, and rewind that. For example, let me say, like, let's say you're watching a pool table, and you see it. You come in, you enter the scene, and you look at the pool table, seeing all the balls moving, but you didn't see what happened right before it. Technically, there should be a calculation that you could do on the balls to be able to see how everything got here. So what happened before that the balls are in this position right now, right? So if you think about all our reality that way, technically there's some form of a calculation that you should be able to do to see how everything was for it to have gotten here. And if that in a fantasy world, in sci-fi, that should be able to get you to a technology where you could see everything in the past. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying this is possible, but I'm not saying it's impossible either, right? Like, I don't know. Like maybe like one day you have such advanced quantum computers with that is connected to, that is being run by AI, and it should be able, given looking at where the world is right now, it should be able to recalculate everything and see what was happening, like, give you the exact image of what was happening at this location 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, right? So I have thought about this, and okay, I'm embarrassed to admit this. Sometimes I'm thinking like, these people are judging me, aren't like? I'm having some thoughts, and sometimes my thoughts are not very kosher, and I'm like, well, actually, let me justify this future.
Wait, but they would only be able to see the actions. They can't read your thoughts.
My thoughts are actions.
I guess
neurons.
Yeah, technically they're tangible.
My thoughts are the way my neurons are connected to each other, and so they should be able to see that as well.
Oh, geez.
So
this isn't good for my anxiety.
No, sometimes I'm like, damn it! I got rid of one god, and now I replace it with another judgmental god, and then I'm thinking like, like if a god that doesn't exist yet is now reading my goddamn mind. God damn it! But then I'm like thinking, wait, if this happens in the future, they can't be that judgmental, because any future, I don't know, like, if we ever have a technology like that, we're probably not human anymore. Like, we're probably some, like, one software somewhere up in the cloud somewhere. And I'm like, these, whatever that entity is not probably judging, right? And if it, like they would be as judgmental as we would be for cavemen. You know what I mean? Like we don't look at cavemen and be like, oh my God, why weren't they not vegan or something like that? Right? I think like,
no, there probably are people who think that way, like straight up.
All right, but okay, so it's possible that it is possible how that this is going to happen. I know some people say it's impossible, but we really don't know. So but if it is, it's going to be at a point where humanity is not even human anymore. You know what I mean? Like the way we interpret the information that we're getting is going to be completely different, right? So not in our lifetime for sure.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.